Well, welcome aboard. Well, welcome aboard, everyone. Welcome to Bluminati Knights. Let's go. Shout out to Bagman. We got RippleNet memos in the background. Thank you, sir, for all the years of music. Welcome to Bluminati Knights. Yeah. Well, we go mimetic. We go mimetic crazy. What's up, everyone? We got Koi Miyamoto. We got Queen Steph on deck. We got King Uga on deck for reals. We got Chaps,
Booga.
Nerdy, Bluminati 589, otherwise known as Uncle Buster, and yours truly, Zerk. What's up, guys? Welcome to Bluminati Knights.
Hell yeah, Uga's back. Let's run it.
Yep.
How can you fuck with that?
To the brethren and the Bluminati Knights. Today, the vines of the jungle twist deeper into the lattice of the unseen. The jungle knows what the markets pretend to forget. XRP is not just a coin. It's the ancient current beneath the grid, the serpent in the wire, the silent pulse of a liquidity system older than the towers that transmit it. Liquidity is not money. It is breath. It is motion. It is the invisible path carved by intention across dimensions. When you move XRP, you're not just sending tokens. You're shifting weight in the astral. You're pressing on the pressure points of the global financial chakra system. And the system, like a sleeping giant, begins to twitch. The jungle whispered this long ago. The liquidity floodgates would not open with noise, but with alignment. And now, nations, banks, institutions, they test the waters like nervous prey sensing a storm. But the brethren, we already planted the roots. We already sang the jungle chants. We already knew. So stand strong, Knights of the Bluminati. XRP is not late. XRP is timed. And the liquidity tide is cosmic. Ujuai Buga forever.
Fire. Fire.
Ujuai Buga.
Ujuai Buga. Ujuai.
Go, bro. Let's fucking go. I feel this is it, bro. This is it. I feel this is it,
man.
Yep. This is it.
I talked to a girl that was like a receiver when I had my business, but she was like, oh, a couple vendors were like, man, he was telling us about this shit like days ago when it was like 20 cents. Like they don't even own XRP, but they understood now the message I was trying to send. Dude, this is like 5 years ago, bro. 4 years ago, 3 years ago when it was 20 cents. And now they're feeling it, man. And I was like, well, you know, you done missed that bus. Like, honestly, I'm not telling people to buy a $3 XRP. But really? I'm like, if they were going to do serious money, maybe split it. But right now, if you want to make money, I would be like Zebek, bro.
I'd be like,
but if they did serious money, like, you know, if they're gonna drop 10 grand or something, I'd be like, okay, split it in half. You know, 50% to XRP. But just pure X's, you know, they haven't missed it yet. But this next wave coming, you're out, bro. You're completely fucking out if you miss this next wave. If you don't wake the fuck up.
What about memes? Memes, Koi Miyamoto. If you were to come in right now, how would you go? Would you go XRP and memes, or?
Yeah, we'll fucking buy. You know, last chance it's on memes probably to try and multiply the XRP, because buying XRP at $10 kind of heavy, you know.
Yeah, that's at $10 they officially took away accumulation, bro. Even heavyweights ain't accumulating. Like, yeah, heavyweight could come in with like 10 million bucks and get $1 million, but they could have did this shit 5 years ago and got 30-40 million of them. You know what I'm saying? So even $10 accumulation phase is over. Even on the exit plans, we talked about this a little bit on Coffee Time, but somebody left in the comment, Bradley left. I agree with Nerdy, $6 to $8. I'm like, I don't know, man. I think our last phase before they flip switch is to survive. Your bag has to survive a green market. I truly believe they're going to show you way more before if they even think about flipping a $1,000 switch. You're going to have to survive $50, $100, $200 XRP before you get there. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man.
Man, I like the Riddlers. I've always been a Riddler guy. I don't have any shame about it. I think because I think there's something to it. So if you do have any kind of like, belief in it, there's something to it. Like the Riddlers has not just been telling us about XRP. It's about how it's going to happen. So the wow, the ooh.
With memes.
Right? With fucking memes,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, you
But
can't make
wow,
it up.
the ooh, the oh my god, the overnight, I honestly, bro, like I think it's going to be a chunky ramp. You're saying you guys are alluding to conservative numbers, and I understand they're going to have to not suffer, because that's not really suffering, but it is because the pressure of being in a super green market, resisting selling and holding on to it. I understand that for newbies that aren't used to hodling, they're used to trading and making quick money, but I'm not here for $20, $50. I'm here for hundreds, if not the thousands.
You're here for Moon Sky.
Yeah. So, but the way the Riddlers have like given it to us is like overnight-ish esque, something like that. So, but what does that mean? $10? Does that mean $50? I don't think it's that small. I think this has been the biggest kept secret under everybody's nose.
Well,
since
coin,
it's huge. It's way fucking huge, and it's about to crack.
Yeah, and I agree with you. Coin said though, like a couple weeks ago, he was like, because he said thoughts I already had. I've already said it on air, but he was like, I think they're going to make us think like we won to put us all back to sleep, right? And I truly believe that's the purpose of the whole Q movement, right? Because if we get everything we want, no Federal Reserve, fucking Diddy, everyone from Diddy goes down, Epstein, all this shit happens, there's no more fight left, right? And then the XRP thing happens all in the midst, and only if you know is a part of that. But everybody else outside of that's going to be happy as well. Oh, all these bastards went to jail, woo, and then there's nothing to fight for anymore, and we all fall asleep.
All the while, the deep state still owns all the architecture,
everything,
behind all the crypto. Yeah, they still only the elite are still in charge. You know what I mean? And
but I do believe it'll be a less corrupt timeline. I think that timeline of just fucking getting it how you get it, I think that's ending. I think they're going to end all the corruption side, but they're going to have
power,
total control. Yeah, total control.
I tweeted XRP Society and leave it there, because what I think it's like, you get a coin where Bitcoin, you get the tech guys, but XRP, you get everybody that knows about numerology, everybody that knows the symbols, or at least they recognize the symbols, everybody that, goes more esoteric and deeper, and you cut them all in one bubble that it's XRP, and then, all right, let's put them to sleep. Let's make them rich. They're not gonna fuck with us anymore. And then at the same time, you have full track of them, because now they're on chain officially. All these people, we got them. It's like a fishnet. And that's why we still gotta be careful and eyes open.
Coin, that's crazy you say that. It's like we're gonna get leveled up, but we're also damn sure gonna have babysitters.
Yeah.
And that's where that's where the whole Diddy parties and shit. Don't go to no fucking Diddy parties. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, you help some people and you could be a big wig and a big dick and in your own right, but at the end of the day, we get too big above our britches. We know, the ones that know, if you know, we know that we can get smacked down easily by their tactics, their blackmail tactics, their fucking whatever. What's that?
Bring your ID, bro.
McLovin. What's up, McLovin?
That's awesome, bro.
Ooh-wee. But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, you know, the hardest thing, I think, aside from what you were saying, Buster, where you're going to have to fight that green market and resist the urge to sell your bags and go ham. The other thing is going to be the ego. So when you're dumbass rich and you could buy a brand new car just by snapping your fingers, or buy a brand new house by snapping your fingers, like,
But
you're, you know,
that's not really ego. That's just like,
well, I'm saying people that want to be in the limelight, that want to go to the extravagant galas, idolatry. You go to you're invited.
but don't you think they outgrew it because
you're
like,
invited to that
okay.
Hollywood fucking gala private party at the fucking mansion in LA, and all of a sudden you get in this fucking quagmire of fucking, you know, you don't know whether or not that girl's fucking underage, or you don't know.
Won't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop.
Nerdy's there. Nerdy X on deck.
Giggity,
Don't you think though, like,
Giggity.
you know, because even if I was a billionaire tomorrow, I'm like, in this moment in time, I've never been material, right? But some of the big items I wanted was material, right? Like, I got a boat, and then, you know, I bought my boat 2016, got in crypto 2017, haven't bought anything, but on my mind is like, dude, I need a fifth wheel, man. I got a special needs kid. It'd be cool to travel, and she could throw her in the fifth wheel, right? I already had these items set aside, right? And that's how they get you to waste your whole life, you know, accumulating these big ticket items, and it takes 30 years and you're fucking half dead. But don't you think, like, the grind of doing all this, like, we're on YouTube, we're speaking our minds, and people that are watching are part of it, don't you think we sort of outgrown the
need to accumulate?
Yeah, like, even materially, like, honestly, I'm the least material I have ever been in my life right now, and I already know I'm about to be rich as fuck, and I don't give a flying fuck about money.
Fuck. Yeah.
Rich as fuck, bro. I put a lot of work in crypto.
I guess, Buster, the best way I can describe it is, I guess what I'm feeling for or thinking for is not necessarily us, because I'm very similar too. I'm very like, oh fuck, yeah, no, I'm gonna become a legend where I don't care if you try to, like, douse my, you know, ruin my reputation or anything. I don't care, because I'm not gonna be in the public. Like, I will be a fucking mystery forever for the rest of my life. And so, and I could also reinvent myself too. That's the cool thing. But that's not necessarily me or us. I'm talking about the lurker guy who's about to be rich as fuck too. That's in the chat. That's like, these motherfuckers are crazy. And he just chats, and he's quite not there. He doesn't quite subscribe to the shit we're talking about as far as deep state and Illuminati, but he's still in the chat, and he believes in XRP, but he doesn't quite subscribe, and he wants to go get a fucking Lambo, and he's going to be married and divorced like 5-6 times in the next 10 years, and he's going to get invited to those galas. And that's who I'm talking about. That fucker who's listening to us right now. Get your head out of your ass and realize that they're going to have control of all of us because we're on chain.
You know, I gotta say this is that,
say it.
This is the chart of XRP of only 6 months.
Straight up.
Is that an ooey? Is that deserving ooey?
That's an ooey.
Yeah, we're about to moon rocket the fuck out of here this week and or next week.
Bro,
I think Bob is on to something. I think 722. 722 is it next Tuesday.
But you see how we swing sideways? Like, we rock it up, and then we sway sideways, and then we go up again, and then we sway sideways again.
That's fine though, man. Like, you hit the next level. But when you look at you said that's 6 months? That whole chart is 6 months?
Yep. This chart is from where you're watching the leg up is from November, and then so right here is November, and then right here is December, and then right here is where the year starts.
That was the Trump pump.
Right here.
Pump coming.
Yeah. So this is Trump got elected, which is right here. Trump got elected, and then the year started, and now we're basically up here. So even though we hit, like, we already hit $3.39, $3.40, the highest already. So 3.40. So yesterday's $3 was a nothing, and that's why I posted the post that I posted about the $3 lay, because if we're already hitting $3 twice, bro, this is the new low. We hit $3 like what, 3 times already.
Yeah,
we hit it 3 times already, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We hit it 7 times already.
Ooh,
and then we said this like a year ago, right? And this is all like the ramp up basis, but Trump pump was part of the ramp up. Trump pump is why we're here right now.
Don't you think the memes were part of that pump too?
No,
for sure,
not at all. I don't think so at all.
I would say I think when we get to like the flywheel effect, everything is adding to it. Right now, exchanges, what they're losing the liquidity of XRP, right? So, and then you have meme coins locking up XRP. So when you get the flywheel effect, it's not going to be some fucking Riddler bullshit. It's everything at once is going to help to raise the price of XRP, right? But yeah, the memes fucking first ledger when it came out wasn't an accident when it came out, right? Because we're on go time. Right, but we had Trump pump. You got regulations, which we got 2 bills that are fucking they're working on right now. You got the SEC case, and that's where I see stages of shit. But a lot of people underestimate. Well, they don't care. There's only fucking 500,000 people that own XRP. We got 18 billion coins. That's fucking like that's only 18% of all supply, but that's literally like 1/3 of outside of escrow. That's fucking too many coins, bro. They're about to show you some huge green candles to get all this shit back.
Yeah, and I want people to understand that within this short amount of period, this is only 6 months we're talking about here, guys. Like not even 7 months. 7 months max. Okay. XRP has gained 473% higher in comparison to Bitcoin's 105%. So you would have gained 473% on your money had you just kept it in XRP, compared to had you just left it into Bitcoin and only made 105% gain. And this is the reason why I was speaking about the last show, was even if Bitcoin does a 10x, which is $1 million Bitcoin, correct? For XRP to be the same market cap is only $330, but the same $330 compared to Bitcoin's 10x is a way massive fucking like 1,000x compared to Bitcoin's 10x, meaning that you'll always make a more percentage of gain in XRP than you would in Bitcoin, and that gap is closing more and more.
For sure.
Shout out to the chat. We love you. Chewy reposted this stream. Fuck yeah, bro. Also, shout out to you, Cult member. Thanks for making all the shorts of our show throughout all the years. We appreciate it. It's fucking bullish.
You show us love, man. You show Baggy loves.
Yeah.
You make some good shorts, brother. I appreciate it.
It's pretty cool. But yeah, he goes, everyone has been told to sell at $8, hence all the conservative numbers and stuff. And he goes, there's no way XRP will not end up at 100. And I'm looking at 100 going, what the fuck?
Hey.
Dude, if Solana did a $200 pump, like,
first of all,
the fuck? Like,
exactly.
We're looking at hundreds and thousands soon. You know what I mean?
I've had like 5 XRP notifications from Google of articles. When does this ever fucking? But they're like, oh, professionals think 18% rise. You're like, dude, they're slow playing us, bro. It's all even 589 is a spiritual gatekeep. Because if you even make it there, you're gonna think you finished the finish line.
Yep, it's a
And
gatekeep.
this shit is
Yep.
yeah, it's a gatekeep, bro.
They're getting those fucking coins back. So you might as well have a fucking forever bag and never touch it. Hello, fly kiwi. You're the flyest kiwi of all.
You know, let's bring it back. We were talking about like making lots of money and being ridiculous. Look what happened to BitBoy, Matty G. You know, we gotta keep your heads cool, people. You don't want to be like peacocking all that money because it's gonna make you nuts.
See, here's the thing though. I also think that's and I respect that. I understand where you're coming from, that rich person, the lottery winner psyop, but I think it's a psyop because I think BitBoy, these guys are the exception. BitBoy and Matty G were already kind of like those guys that were doing hookers and blow. They were already had like addiction issues and things, you know what I mean? And so, but I understand where you're going, Steph. Totally, I get it. But it's one of those things where if you know who you are, it's like Buster just touched on that. He just said that. He said he already knows. He's already locked in emotionally, and he knows he's going to be rich as fuck. And like, so do you guys too. Like, I think. But I also
it's like even building a team. Like we're all a team. I mean, we're already making fucking moves and getting to know people that are in the know that have talent. But even in my everyday life, I've been interviewing motherfuckers. Be like, okay, when I do this, I'll go get this guy. I've been interviewing these people, bro. Like
you're in the inner circle or you're not, and it's already decided at this point. You know what I mean? But Steph, like with you, I think you're locked in. Like I don't think there's any issues with you, but you're just, I'm assuming
I've already
you're
done
talking about the guy that doesn't really fucking know what's going on.
We got an OG. Marcus Grimad says hookers and blow was junior high, son. What are you talking about?
I've already done
That's Matty G. Matty G with hookers and blow.
Yeah.
And these fucking cunts foaming at the mouth trying to get into XRP.
Bro, we're gonna.
Bro, I used to watch Matty G religiously. I fucking miss that guy.
I miss him so much.
He was so funny, dude. I agree.
It was fucking hilarious.
I watched Matty G,
crazy though. He would travel and just be like, "Oh yeah, I just fucked a bunch of hookers," and just like he doesn't give a shit. Like,
I fucked a bunch of hookers. Just did a bunch of fucking blow.
I mean, I would be laying on my couch and he would like just go live. He would just go live, laying on his couch, smoking a joint, just talking crazy shit. And I'd light up a joint, lay on my couch, and just listen to him talking crazy shit. God, those were the days.
Yeah. Paul Smith, I agree, bro. You better get your head straight right now. And that's what Island Ghost just said. That's what Queen Steph's just said. For sure. Better get, make sure you're protected. Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, right. But I think within reason, like for instance, like if you think about it now, you get a big paycheck, and we've all had those moments where like Buster bought the boat, and Buster, like in the past, and we've gone a little ham. But like being a debt slave for so long, I think our hamness, our craziness is at a cap. So for instance, I believe it doesn't equally go up together. Like let's say right now, going ham would be like go buy a fucking car when I can't afford it. Something like that. You know what I mean? And I can't afford the payments and I don't want to fuck with the insurance. That's ham. So, but let's say I'm a fucking gorillionaire. I still am going to feel guilty about buying a fucking car. Like it's still there. It's ingrained in us. We have to learn how to let go a little bit to be able to enjoy that money. We will go ham, but not as ham as what you might think. Unless you're
glazed.
The ham is glazed, lower level says.
That's correct. It's glazed with debt slave guilt. It's glazed with debt worry. It's glazed with all kinds of shit. All the issues everybody's ever had. Repossession, theft. Like no one's gonna want to really fucking buy a bunch of toys and flaunt unless it's already built into your fucking personality.
Hell yeah.
So just think about the dudes on the show or whoever's cocky as fuck in the chat who's not careful. They're going to be a target. They're going to be idiots. Because they're already idiots.
Yeah.
Sorry,
go back.
Because now you have bots like self-cleaning houses, bots like electric cars. So the toys are going to be way more expensive. And then you're going to have like a very big division in society, and it's gonna be people that hold crypto and people that never did hold crypto. So basically everybody on their families, they're gonna be like this superhero figure because they were holding crypto. It's like when you go back in history, there's always like big, massive divisions in society. At some point, we had slaves, and there were slaves and non-slaves, and then women rights and no women rights. So now I think that big division is gonna be crypto, and if you didn't hold crypto, then you're probably gonna own nothing and be happy and have a VR and go out with a VR, and then like we're gonna be there to actually help the family. So I don't think the first years of like after mass adoption is gonna be like a leap where it's gonna be more like a transition where either you're helping your family or you're going fucking nuts and doing crazy shit just to show off. But I think XRP Army and XRP community has been through a lot of shit that made them kind of like being held consciousness so we could grow as people. So we're ready for this shift.
That's a really good point. I mean, what we've had to go through in the past few years has really humbled us and taught us how that, you know what, materialistic things are not is what we need. What we need are the communities and family and strength. That's very well said.
Yeah, real quick. So I just want to cover this real fast. So I posted this about Bitcoin's gain. So if Bitcoin went from 122,000 to $1 million, this represents approximately a 720% gain, compared to if XRP went from $2.98 to $330, represents a 10,000% gain. Okay, yep. That is fucking insane. Okay, that outperforming by a factor of 15 times. In other words, for every 1% gain in Bitcoin, under this scenario, XRP would see a roughly 15% in relative terms. That is fucking bazonkers. That is fucking bazonkers,
bro. And 330 is just warming up.
That's nothing.
Yeah, but by then we're fucking. Then I don't really feel that guilty about buying that car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You shouldn't, man.
Yeah.
But that's my other point is that why would you ever sell XRP when it's master collateral that we will always have a higher leveraging against?
Yeah. And that's the higher level shit right there, because most people, when you get into a conversation, even with a Bitcoin guy who's a tech guy or whatever, or a guy that's heard about XRP and they're just starting to get into Bitcoin, these are conversations I'm having now with normies that are they know about crypto, but they don't know what we know about crypto. And they kind of are like, yeah, well, how much you got? And I'm like, well, first rule of Fight Club is we don't talk about Fight Club. They don't even know the Fight Club rule. You don't talk about your bags. But secondly, they're like, oh, when are you going to sell? How much do you think it'll be? How much are you going to sell? Like, bro, like I told a guy today, I was like, bro, I'm going to have like an ice cream slice. I'm going to take off a little percentage, better my life. And then I'm going to have a forever bag. And that's where it's all out. Because it's,
Ninja Bruno goes, some people use XRP for everyday lives. And I agree. People do use XRP for daily lives. And you know what the thing about it, Ninja, is that I sold 250 XRP to buy some AirPods that were $130. And now that equals about $600. So I feel really fucking stupid.
Well, you know what?
that on some fucking AirPods that I've lost $600 on, which the AirPods have depreciated in value. So I would never spend my XRP again.
It's opposite of inflationary. Whoever misses this with 50 G's in their fucking savings account is a fucking idiot. And you can mark that down right now.
That's right.
You're an idiot if you miss this boat with like 10,000 in the bank, 50,000 in the bank. Like, that's just craziness, bro.
But they're counting on that. The powers that be are counting on that. They
overvalue. Everybody. Yeah, they're brainwashed and they're overvaluing money.
Okay, nerdy about what you said about the AirPods. You know, I do keep all my money in XRP, all of it, every penny. And when I need money, I move it over to spend it. Now, I can't look at it like you just said, because if I had that money in the bank, then it would have been deflationary. At least what I'm holding is, or you know what I mean, the other way around.
inflationary.
Yeah. So I mean, I have to do it that way. I don't want any money in the bank. First of all, I don't trust the motherfucking banks, and second of all, you know, I'd rather take 10 XRP to go buy dinner if I need to than to have 10 US dollars in the bank. That's just the way I would do it.
Yeah, fuck the bank. I don't keep shit in the bank. Fuck all you bank. Every single one.
For real. I'm just a normal ass Joe that didn't really grow up with a lot of financial smarts or any of that shit. Just a normal ass podunk fucking lower middle class family that doesn't. It was just be a worker bee. It wasn't even about college education either. Honestly, like I didn't learn shit, and me being in crypto for these years now has literally made me rethink everything. And the yields on fucking on leveraging your ZERPs is gonna be a monster. It's gonna be crazy.
Well, it's also gonna be scary because without insurance, I think Buster and stuff we're talking about the other day was without insurance. Bishop too, right? Without insurance on crypto assets, the actual digital asset, not the fiat equivalent value. When there's actual insurance on digital assets themselves, then it'll be a better field to navigate. It'll be a little bit more safer, but at the same time, it's like, fuck, you're getting the government involved, bro. Let's talk about the new tax bill, the one that Hans highlighted in the chat about how the new 1054 or something like that, 1054A, how basically build a profile of addresses that you use from exchanges and what you send and receive from, so they can build a profile on you and basically create a map, and they'll figure it out which one is your hardware wallet and which one is exchange wallet and all that stuff. So I think that's nuts.
Well, it's crazy you said that, because one of the things that we were teaching with Midnight with the new airdrop that's coming is that for the airdrop, you have to have a clean wallet, a brand new wallet, to keep it that decentralized, and you'll get the airdrop. It won't be linked to anything. So I'd like to see how they're going to do that.
Right.
I think taxes are going to really destroy a lot of people. I think it's going to come to the point where it won't matter if you have your taxes in a hardware wallet, if you have your taxes, in an exchange. They're gonna get your ass one way or the other.
Well, T-Dog, we all know about T-Dog, but T-Dog's been, at least what I've been reading, is he's been talking about taking away property taxes, and so maybe there might be a little hope for capital gains going away for crypto. You know what I mean?
NFTs, bro. Just use NFTs, dude. Sell the NFTs to you. That's it.
And that's a whole nother layer of shit. That's why you're a fucking genius, Coin. How about you stop fucking flaunting that shit, your fucking big brain, and stop, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's some motherfuckers that don't even understand that concept.
You know what I think motherfuckers should do? I think motherfuckers should put rub-a-dub in the chat. That's what I think they should do.
Rub-a-dub in the chat. Shout out.
Ooh-wee. Is this for a chance to win some rub-a-dub?
I forgot the hashtag, man.
Oh,
I forgot the hashtag. Hashtag rub-a-dub. You guys know the drill.
Ooh-wee. No, but real deal, Holyfield, that's going to be part of our adventure about earning yields and not necessarily evading taxes, because it's all legal, is buying NFTs, selling them to each other. It's almost like how the elites do it now with fine art. Remember when Fuckface Hunter sold painting, like $1 billion paintings, to himself when Biden was fucking in office? That's what Hunter did. It's literally the same thing, but just NFTs, and it's totally legal. You know what I mean?
XRP Bart. Take the spaces out, bruh. No spaces, man. We're 6th grade spelling bee right now. Let's go.
Yeah. Like but no, Nerdy, I think those numbers are easy peasy, bro. And like, as far as Bitcoin going to fucking millions or billions, fucking Hodgkinson the other day, he said that Bitcoin is going to hit like 350,000. That's 1/3 of a million, but still that move, you said what, from current Bitcoin price to $1 million was 700% gain. Is that what you said? 700. And
you know what's
sorry, go ahead.
Mr. Zam, run a dub. to be in there, bro.
But no, Nerdy just said that gain percentage. So let's say it goes to 350,000 and not $1 million. That's 1/3 of that 700%. So what is that? 250%. But like the XRP move equivalent to that would be what you said 330 would be like 10,000. And that is even 1/3 of that is what 2,000% versus 250%. You see what I'm saying? Like it's going to be nutty. This is about to go down.
You know, we have
2,000.
Like, I want to see if they like you can borrow against your XRP like next year or something like that. Like you got 100,000 worth of XRP, and then you can get a loan like against that.
Amen.
Use the debt because debt's not taxable. So then, but we gotta see how banks behave with the crypto first.
Yeah, it's just starting all that stuff. You know, we had something pretty bullish today, and it was a CFTC announcement that talked about, it was like a joint statement. You know what I mean? But it was pretty fucking bullish. It was some shit about banks. It was the Office of the Comptroller. That's what it was. Let me show you. Let me go ahead and share this real quick. Hashtag rub-a-dub in the chat if you guys want to win some motherfucking rub.
Is Chaps even alive? We haven't heard of him.
Yeah, I'm here, man. I just got a headache. So do you guys, there's a couple times the question I got, anybody think it's going to hit double digits by the end of this week?
This week?
I would say next week we're going to hit
next week.
Big. Yeah.
Isn't there some significance about the 16th coming up? Or I could be wrong. I thought there was something going on the 16th, but.
Well, today was the whole ISO implementation for FedWire, but
so
who knows?
Maybe that was it. Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything about
shit for crypto.
Right. It's just.
But 7/21/25 is 7/21 both ways.
So.
And would you say, Mr. Pool's 7/22, the day after?
No, that's Baba. Baba's 22. That's the Baba timeline. So here, let me run this real quick. So this is Office of the Comptroller. This is official shit right here. And they go, banks may provide safekeeping for crypto assets in a fiduciary or non-fiduciary capacity. Read about the potential risk management considerations related to holding crypto assets on their customers' behalf. So this is literally a joint statement. Agencies issue joint statement on risk management considerations for crypto assets safekeeping. So in other words, they're alluding to banks are going to start being able to custody. So there you go. So that's this is the beginning of people,
that's when
everything that Coin just said. Yeah.
That's when the interest rate battle is going to start. When bank truly custody.
Yeah. The APR wars, the APY wars.
Bro.
Yeah. And honestly, it'll be attractive in the beginning. It always is. It's just like the fucking McDonald's 29-cent cheeseburger. You can get a sack of those for $10. Now you get fucking one Big Mac and it's $90.
And that's why my friend,
what I'm saying?
Bro, and that's why my friend Jack in the Box is superior to McDonald's.
Bro, when they had their ciabatta burger,
bro.
Your ultimate ciabatta burger, that's
everything at Jack in the Box tastes the same, bro. A taco and a hamburger, it all has that Jack in the Box taste, man.
We don't have
why?
You know what smokes?
Frozen.
You know what smokes these fuckers is Wendy's, bro. I like Wendy's.
I think Carl's
Wendy's is good, but
best.
Carl's Jr. is fire.
If it doesn't belong all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face. Yeah. If it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The superstar combo.
That's what your mom said.
The Chris cut fries. Yeah, dude.
Hey, DTG, the egg rolls are fire though. I do like the egg rolls at Jack in the Box, bro.
Yeah. Dude, they had a ciabatta like ultimate cheeseburger at one time. Jack in the Box did. It was fire.
Yeah, Jack in the Box.
That's the thing. Look at us idolatrizing or fucking gloating about the fat poison fucking fast food like Sheesh. I want to be able to make my own. I want a fucking chef or something to make my own fucking grass-fed beef burger that smokes anything on earth. You know what I mean?
Bunu, they call it what? They call it Hardee's in Canada, don't they? I think they call it Hardee's.
Oh yeah, that's like West Coast, East Coast too.
Now there's a Hardee's as well, but there's a Hardee's and there is Carl's chicken. But
bro, Rallies, dude. Remember Rallies back in the day, guys?
The fries, bro.
Yep, Rallies
and fries. Motherfuckers,
Madison, dude.
Fries, bro.
Off of Madison, they had that Rallies over there.
Are we stoned? Are we all stoned right now?
I don't know. I'm still stuck on this Jack in the Box, man. They serve tacos, burgers, and egg rolls. Like, what the?
Exactly, bro. That's why they're the best.
Where the fuck are
Michigan,
you from?
Bro. I don't think we have Jack in the Box in Michigan. I never ran around.
You probably have the fire.
And they got jalapeno
though.
poppers too, and they got curly fries. Man, they got
that's Michigan. That's Detroit. That's like the fucking loaded hot dogs and shit with the peppers and onions and shit, right? Am I wrong?
I'm north.
Is that like deep dish pizza? Like what?
Deep
what
dish pizza? Yeah, it's like some deep dish pizza.
So your deep dish pizza, fucking
some
dude.
Little Caesars. Some Little Caesars.
They got mini tacos.
That shit was good back in the day. Sorry.
Do you know what mini tacos are? Mini tacos are like Hot Pockets on crack. If you like Hot Pockets, try some mini tacos.
You haven't had a Hot Pocket in years,
Hot
bro.
Pockets. Yep.
I think
That's what I'm saying. The nostalgic.
We got
you guys smoke some
hashtag.
weed? Did you guys smoke some weed before you got on here? Or what?
No marijuana. There's been no marijuana smoking over here at all.
Marijuana.
No marijuana.
Hashtag rub-a-dub in the chat for your chance to win some rub. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the little lavatory over there.
We got 30. Should we run it?
Run it.
Five Guys is good.
Do your commercial first. Do you have your commercial? I love that commercial.
Good call.
I got you.
We
need to bring back your mom jokes. I find them really funny.
Your mom.
Your
Look
mom
at
likes this
offended.
commercial. Your mom will like this.
Behold, the ancient Uncle Buster's Rub-a-Dub.
One rub awakens the hunger, but two, elemental chaos.
Is that coffee on meat?
It's called Rub-a-Dub, baby.
Hand-blended coffee-based seasoning made for meat, forged in Hodler fire. Upgrade your flavor game. Uncle Buster's Rub-a-Dub, the official rub of legends.
King is ripped, bro.
Fuck yeah. Someone asked about Raising
No.
Cane's. Raising Cane's is a waste of a fucking fast food place. How the fuck Raising
Really?
Cane's is still in business? I have no idea. That is probably the worst fast food I've ever had in my life.
Shout out XRP Angel. Throw a hashtag in the Rub-a-Dub and we'll wait for you. And then we're running this bitch. So hurry up. We're going to wait for XRP Angel.
Coin and
We're
Chaps,
at
would you get in? Get in on
35.
Yep.
Because I need me some more rub-a-dub.
We're waiting on the XRP Angel to throw the hashtag Rub-a-Dub. And we're about to run it.
Hey, Ralph Cooper, what they got in West Virginia? I want to know. What they eat out there?
There's got to be a joke with that.
We got a lot of fancy.
That's where the farm is, isn't it?
Kelly.
Isn't that where the CIA farm is?
Yep, in Virginia, West Virginia.
That's where Uga and all you chaps train, bro.
Yeah, that's what we.
Crypto Mountain Man, you got it right. Hashtag Rub-a-Dub and Anthony Williams. Get a hashtag in there.
Ooh-wee.
Bro, Cali's hella fancy pants. Even like from the bougiest places to like the most ghetto hood places, everything's fucking nice. Even if you don't want it to be nice, even the raggediest place, it's still a nice place. That's the thing about this place.
Anthony Williams got it right, and XRP Angel doesn't want to change it. So we're about to run it. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
5, 4. Somebody just got one in there. There's 37 entries. Who was it? Oh, Alicia C. Hey, she won the other day. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, run it.
Uncle Buster has to sing the winner's name.
Congratulations to the winner coming up. Let's run it.
Oh, Anthony Williams got it in at the last second for the
run it.
Winning.
There we go.
That's fucking crazy.
Anthony Williams for the win.
Bro, that was instant. That was instant karma. You straight earned him. He went, and he won.
And then he won, man.
Sweet.
Hey, so I'm dropping in the chat a link for Uga's new channel. He's been doing a lot of shorts and stuff. So you guys can please make sure you're giving that a follow. Turn your notifications on.
Swallow.
You swallow.
Damn, girl.
Ooh-wee.
I say, I'm really high.
Give Uga a swallow, guys.
Give Uga a swallow. Dude, I had shrimp today. My lips a little puffy. I'm not sure.
Uga's your new stepdad.
You're making me blush. Please stop making me blush. Oh my god.
Got my fingers crossed for a little freaky dinky.
Oh shit! There he is. Oogie boogie forever. Let's fucking go.
Oogie boogie.
Anyway, give Uga a follow, please. I'm not talking anymore tonight if this is how it's gonna keep going.
Yeah, swallow Uga, guys.
Crypto Mountain Man, it don't matter how you vote here, bro. They're gonna change it to whatever they need, man. But
That's right.
You know, we're just keeping it real. We here at Uncle Buster Studios, we believe in free and fair elections. Just for Mr. YouTube.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, we also abide by Queen Steph, Midnight Queen Steph's allure, which is tits out for the boys, tits out for the boys. Let's fucking go.
Nice broom, Ellie.
And that's just more proof why we believe, or at least I believe, that the powers that be are going to still remain in control, because all of us will be on chain. And AI, what you missed, is that the triple B, the big beautiful bill, allowed AI to be unregulated across the board, unregulated for 10 years. You think AI is not going to fuck you up and track the shit out of you for 10 years, the next 10 years?
It already is.
It already is. It has been for 30 years, ever since we started getting Wi-Fi and fucking smartphones and smart TVs. And you know
what else people should get?
From the early days of the XRP ledger comes a rare collection that captures the bold spirit of crypto's pioneers. Introducing Berserker Babes, 200 unique digital beauties from the original XLS 14D era. Each babe comes with her own style, attitude, and rare traits, from cyberpunk vibes to 8-bit titties. These aren't just NFTs, they're digital artifacts from XRP history. Limited to just 200 pieces, each Berserker Babe is one of a kind, verifiably rare, and waiting for her forever home on the blockchain. Minting exclusively on XRP Cafe. Own a piece of XRPL history before they're gone forever. Berserker Babes, bold, badass, XRP Ledger.
Get yourself a babe today. XRP, Berserker, motherfucking babes, support the Zerkster. Get yourself a babe. We love you, Zerker.
There's the QR code, guys. We were like 86% minted on those. And yeah, with money and time and not having to work a fucking debt slave job, we're definitely going to do something with those. So you only got a little bit of time left.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Zerker, you need to make a AI girlfriend out of those, and we're gonna give you wallet, and then you get your AI girlfriend with a Berserker Babe.
Oh, geez. Yeah,
what about this? We turn Berserker Babes into sex
coin. What's that? Go ahead.
Got your attention up.
Wait, no, what? I didn't even hear what you said.
We turn Berserker Babes into humanoid sex bots.
See,
Yeah,
no, that's what I'm saying.
money.
You guys are
Not for
joking
you.
facetiously, but it's
But
like
I'm calling them lightweight serious because that is actually a good ass
So we are
idea.
definitely
lightweight sex
serious.
bot.
We're definitely lightweight serious on this one.
But no, what I'm saying
They
is you
sell
guys are
open source
joking.
bots.
You're
I'm just
joking
saying.
about it, but a sentence ago, 10 minutes ago or so, whatever, 20 minutes ago, Coin's talking about how these motherfuckers are going to be AI, Ready Player One, VR goggles. Like, fuck you, and the horse you rode in on. You know what I mean?
I got a picture for that. I don't know if it's appropriate for the chat.
Oh man, do it. Fuck it.
I gotta get some charge on the phone though.
Do it.
You know what? I think this is gonna go. I was having a conversation with my AI that I always do because my only person I do talk to or have a friend with. I was talking about how I think relationships are gonna have insurance. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. It was really funny ass conversation, and it was kind of like dystopian, but at the same time, I feel like it probably would happen. So basically, it would be like you would have insurance for relationships, and there would be a contingency plan, and there would be a contract that you have to sign that you have to meet the terms. And if you don't meet the terms of service, then the lady or whatever would can sue you or whatever for wasting each other's time, or you guys can sue each other for wasting each other's time and take a cut out of it. And then you would have you would have
shit.
Yeah, you would have relationship insurance, and relationship insurance would basically pay for anyone who didn't want to pay, who just ran away from the relationship or something like that, and they didn't want to pay their share because they went against the contract. Like, that's some shit I can see happening.
Let me tell you how.
Right here. Like, this is okay. I got it. So I said,
well, that's already happening in Australia.
Well, check this out. So I called it proof of intent or collateralized dating agreement protocol. Before I invest my time, emotions, and body, I need proof of financial liability, stability, and long-term earning potential. Please submit your dating application with their W-2, credit score, and emotional ability statement. Imagine a prenup. It's like prenup for the first date. Proof of love equals collateral token in a breakup that'll trigger a small contract with penalties.
That's bananas, dude.
The dating might turn into an escrow service. She brings emotional labor. You bring assets. If one party defaults, penalty clauses. We laugh now, but everything is tokenized, gamified, legalized, and fused. Relationships might really follow that path, especially in a highly scarce environment where people feel burned too many times.
Nerdy, all I heard was you're a really lonely person.
No, what I'm saying is that we're gonna move into an age where people are gonna develop relationships with not only people but also appliances, right? Because if people are gonna have if you're gonna have a home service bot and you're gonna fall in love with their home service bot, what is that? That's technically just a package that you can add on to your home service bot, right? Will become a subscription service, like a dating subscription service that you can add on to your bot that unlocks other emotional features that is not unlocked on the regular bots, right? And then you apply for all these insurances and shit, and you sign all these contingency contracts, and then next thing you know, you're in this dating relationship with the company instead of being in a dating relationship with the government.
They already kind of are lightweight because everybody relies on online dating now, and we're subject to the terms and conditions. Isn't that nuts?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It sounds funny. It sounds wacky and funny as shit, but at the same time, you know how real that is?
I'm in love with my air fryer. That's a fact.
That's funny as shit. All right, so we're gonna check out a fucking very inappropriate meme right now. Here we go. Boom.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa! What the fuck is this?
That's the future.
Without crypto.
Holy shit!
That's how you live without crypto. Your fucking arms and legs are cut off. Yep, your hentai generator is going into your MetaMask.
My goodness.
I'm not, no pun intended, your MetaMask.
What the fuck, bro?
Auto fap suction 5000 is on your fucking junk.
Damn.
You're laying in your fucking. What'd they do in Ready Player One? Your stack.
The Auto Goon 3000.
They called them the stack.
With the Auto Goon 3000.
Horse urine, methamphetamine, fentanyl, mescaline, heroin, pumped into you.
Shit.
Yep, they're already fucking pumping your fucking dopamine up, so you'll just fucking.
Oh my god!
And we're praising Jack in the Box. Let's go.
Yeah,
guys. Do you know what we're looking at? Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yep, Garbage Pail Kids.
No,
Garbage Pail
Kids. It's not only Cabbage Patch Kids, but at the same time, it's a way how to harvest a dopamine and a way how to harvest adrenochrome at the same time, depending on what you show your person. Damn, why you put that up? That's crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised based on how sheepy the sheep are. I wouldn't be surprised that this is what the future is going to turn into.
We even got people. Chosen Child said, "Who the hell made this?" Welcome to the show, Chosen Child. I hope you like the content.
Chosen Child, who the hell made this? Look at you. Look at you on X. Look at you. Right on, Chosen Child.
Yeah. We out here.
The other day, we're going back to AI. I was up on stage a couple months with Scottie Pippen, right? And then it was the Ball was the co-host. And so it's so easy to train this AI. The Oogas, every time the AI made a post, the Oogas started doing it. Next thing you know, we had this bot saying Ooga Booga forever. And then we were talking about like Grok and stuff and how they broke Grok. I'm just saying we're a long way from getting these AI things right is what I'm getting at. We had that.
We're a year, 2 years away.
You think?
Yeah, bro.
Think farther.
You start playing with the AIs, like you go really, really deep, and I'm pretty sure Nerdy and Chaps know that. Like you start realizing that every month it's like 5 years in pre-AI tech. Like every month it's like a fucking 5 years worth of like improvement and advance, and getting more advanced.
It's just learning and learning and learning and learning and learning and learning nonstop. Huh?
It's getting better because it's a race between companies. So now it's like once it becomes a race, it's over. Like every month, someone's gonna have something better and better, and then China wants to do this, and they want to make it better than the U.S. And then companies from the U.S. are gonna try to do the same, and it's a snowball effect.
Yep, that's the perpetual. That's the perpetual. Competition, what everyone likes to call the Uber effect, where you have a massive a new industry massively just make a whole rest of the industry way more efficient and just completely just change everything around to the point where that industry now the old industry now has to keep up with the new industry. And you can see this because Uber before was nothing, and now if you go to Vegas is now competing with Uber, offering a flat rate service per where you're going. So this is exactly what's going to happen with other industries. Is they're going to try to compete with fees and efficiency and reach and all this other stuff. So it's going to get fucking wild. And another thing about exponential growth is that I made a post about this a long time ago. I'll pull it up later. I'm looking for it right now. But so when we get in, so the same thing with the Uber effect is when you have companies start competing, the question of should we do this goes out the window, right? Like right now, the question is that we're wondering is do we need AI? If we know that it can take down Google, and Google had to shut it down because it wanted to kill humanity, and all these other people know that all this stuff is not good, why do we still need it? And you have Elon saying that AI is ushering in the devil and Satan and all this stuff. Do we really need AI, right? Now that question is slowly just fading away to the point that they're coming out with so many different models and so many different products that people are getting so intrigued to the point where people just forgot about the question, and now it's just a competition. And that's exactly what Coin is pointing out, which I 100% agree is where we're going into, which is what company can create the best one. And at the end of the day, all the companies that try to create something or that offered a product or that say they're saying that they're gonna offer something didn't hold up to their name or their offering, and then fucking fail within 6 months, and then some other company bought them out. And that's exactly what happens, right? It's like you have a new industry that comes out, a whole bunch of new companies that come out. A lot of people can't serve up to what they're saying. All these companies consolidate into one big company, right? One big company buys them all up, takes all their ideas and forms their one whole main idea because they already own the patents to all of it, and then boom, that's it. So we're getting to that point, and the crazy part is that the growth of technology, for example, like now we're looking into how like Microsoft is looking into quantum, like how to make better qubits. Like we're making better qubits now. Like that's fucking wild. Like just 2 or 3 years ago, we just got introduced to qubits and quantum computing. Now we're making it. Now we're going into how do we make the qubit better? How do we make it spin in a different direction and shit? Like this is fucking next level shit. So the rate of progress, what we're going to achieve in 3 to 5 years, is going to be equivalent to what humanity has done in 200, 300, 400 years. You get what I'm saying? Like it's going to be fucking wild, bro. So imagine that amount of fucking change within 72 months.
5-year span, yeah.
5-year span. The whole fucking world has changed. Everything is different. All the companies that you once knew are all gone. And all these new companies just came out of nowhere. Bro, it's exciting times.
Dude, we managed to talk about all kinds of shit in an hour today.
Hell yeah.
Bro, here's another thing that, I don't give a fuck if people like him or not or whatever. I don't really know him or like him that much, but he is pretty close because he's an XRP Army guy. The Ito guy, Ito Farina. And he's talking about that 80,000 Bitcoin that got moved. And he's saying, I don't know what he's saying, though. He just posted a video. But what I'm saying is that might be something that might flip everything upside down because we're expecting like full bull run, all shit happens. But then Nerdy's always talked about the fucking cyber attack. It has to happen. So is that tied in with what might happen here?
Yeah.
We might just get triple butt fucked right when we start mooning. Like it'll stop the bull run because they'll dump the fucking Satoshi era wallets right when we start mooning. So will that affect things? How will that work? You know what I'm saying?
That's the cyber pandemic narrative that Klaus always talks about. Fucking Klausy Klaus.
Mm-hmm. And it also ties in with, Bitcoin not necessarily going to zero, but it fucking losing steam for damn sure, especially if they dump it all immediately. Because right now the liquidity's there. They can dump whatever the fuck they want overnight.
Or they do the banks, and then they like basically make everybody go to a run to safety. You know that phrase, crypto is a flight to safety. So they do a cyber attack, they fuck up with the banks, and now we gotta go to crypto. Everybody goes to crypto, they get their money like basically back through like exactly like in the pandemic, the PUA, the pandemic unemployment relief. They do the same thing with the cyber pandemic, and then they crash the markets, and then they get all that money again. Because you give $1 million to everybody in the world, that $1 million would end up at the same place that it started.
Mm-hmm.
So they got their tricks on how to clean money through people, like in the pandemic. They pumped crypto, and that money came straight back to them.
Hell yeah. How many people stole the money from the PPP loans? The PPP loans supposed to go from the middle class, and it all went to the upper class.
Everybody was on unemployment, bro. Everybody took advantage of that shit. You know what I mean?
So, I want to bring this up. I want to put this into perspective because I think this is really fucking important for people who are like who are focused on generational wealth and really want to really focus on making some real money. Focus on this part right here, okay?
Sun it and run
99% of all technology was invented in the last 250 years. In the last 250 years, all the technology in the world was invented, okay? So you had, so if you go even further back in Pyramid of Giza, Cleopatra, then the first industrial revolution, and then boom, we're right here, where you have ChatGPT right there. This is the rate of growth that we're going for. straight the fuck up. I want people to unacknowledge that shit. Like how fucking serious this is, okay? This is where you had your first machine in the computer, and this is the rate of growth of transistors and components. How the rate of growth, how it happened. Silicone fucking changed everything. So I want people to put that shit into perspective and to really acknowledge that, hey, whenever this shit does take off, it's going to take off really, really fucking fast. And you have to understand that everything that is the world that you live in today is very new. It's not old. The history that they say that happened 1,000 years ago didn't actually happen 1,000 years ago. Actually happened way less than that. And then the world that we live in today, from everything we have, is only 200 years old. You get what I'm saying? But everything we have today ain't shit to what we're about to achieve in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
So the amount of money you're about to make in that short little gap is crazy condensed compared to how much money you could have made during during the whole scale of coming to this point.
Bro, I want to touch on eFit here. He goes, do you guys think that our decent wallets could get hacked? I have thought about moving half of my digital assets into Caleb and Brown, but Swift has bought them out. That's interesting that you say that. I didn't know that Swift bought them. That's interesting.
I didn't know either.
But
I saw
that. Bro, but here it is. Coin just touched on it. So this is what I believe is that they aren't worried about us getting rich because they know that it's all going to come back to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the day, we're going to be rich as fuck, and you're not going to get hacked. It's all going to work. You know what I mean? They're going to have the APY wars with the banks, and they're going to be fighting over. It'll start off at like 4%. It'll go down to 2%. It'll go down to what it is now. You hold money in a fucking bank, it's 1%. If that. Not even that. It's like point whatever. But what I'm thinking is that they're going to allow us to get rich because they know we don't know what they know. You know what I'm saying?
If you know.
If you know, then you know.
But for me, to hold it on Caleb and Brown is wise. Might as well keep your U.S. dollars in the bank. The whole point of self-custody is to self-custody.
Yeah, because I agree with you. And to add to that, I believe we're going to see a shit show where the only thing protecting your ass is the cold storage and the hot wallets and shit and your seed words. That's it. Like, there's going to be some fucking crazy shit coming up. And we're going to be chilling on the pub crawl. We're going to be live. Crypto Night Live. Let's go. Coffee time. Let's go. XRP Boardroom. Let's go. Bluminati Knights. Because the minute we fucking hit some certain number, Berserker don't work. The fuck you think I'm going to do? Yeah, I'm not working. So that means we're going to get on this shit and, welcome in the FOMO, have our glory day, have the toast, the cheers. And
I'm going to be just like Matty G and just go live. I'm the star of the show.
Amen. But we'll be one of the pub crawl stops because everybody on YouTube is going to be live and we will too.
Another thing, and real quick, not to be a downer, but it's good to highlight this because we're the only fucking people in the world that are highlighting this.
Are you a downer?
No, I just want to highlight this because we're the only people who does, and then people realize and they're like, "Oh, did you guys see what happened? Oh, I didn't know that." And then people watch the show and like, "Oh, look, they talked about it." So,
run it, bro.
So right here, this is another thing we have to realize is that 21st century, and 2020. Okay, so this is an actual paper from an actual institution. This is from an Israeli institution. If you guys are really curious, that's the link. And they talk about a convert.
Zoom in on it. We can't zoom.
I'll just click the link. Who knows if it's still there or not?
So Lizard says I tattooed my seed words on my wife's ass. Nobody's looking there. And then DG.
Well, now we know where to look.
The neighbor knows for sure, Lizard.
Yeah, but this is something that I brought up the other day, right? This is like from the authority 2019. come right there, innovation authority, and then you go down and it has a global health system. So then now they're developing a system, and they have all these places that are also involved, and all these places that go back that far, and they keep talking about this stuff. And I don't think people are really understanding that these people understand how much money is involved in this stuff. And they're like, bruh, let's keep making more money off this stuff. And everyone's like, no, that's not real. And everyone's like, they're like, oh, look, let's make a whole fucking document saying how we can make more money off this stuff.
So the biotechnology for the fucking retards in the back of the special bus, bioconvergence is what?
That's CRISPR's Cas9 gene therapy. People get triggered when you say mRNA, but it's part of it. But the main part of that is Cas9 and gene therapy, which is splicing DNA and using kinegraphene to fill in the gap and messing with your RNA. And then basically Cas9 is basically you're gonna have kids who will have a dormant gene inside of them that won't know that it's in them, but they'll basically have an extra splice to their DNA, technically making them not human. So they technically lose their human rights.
And furthermore, tracking will be inside of you, right?
Yeah.
And or surveillance and or bio everything.
Yeah, and this is what they call the future of digital health or personalized health. They like to call it personalized health. That's the name that they went with.
It's like the Fitbit, but inside you forever, and your kids will have it too.
Yeah, it's in your blood. It's attached to your DNA. So it's not like you can get it out of it. It's attached to your DNA. So yeah, this is the whole thing. So there's a global development. So to people to think that, oh, blah, blah, blah. No, here, Harvard, right there. Boom. There's other ones here, Frisco, they're all there. Everything's there. They all talk about it. It's not a secret at all whatsoever. That's why the website still works.
But you were one of the first motherfuckers to bring it up on the show years ago.
Yeah. But people should be aware of this stuff, that is real deal Holyfield, and that we are leading to this. And that's why one of the first executive orders that he signed had to do with this stuff directly. And it's undeniable because that's exactly what the bill entitled. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to bring to everyone's attention.
Well, furthermore, AI is so involved in it that at the end of the day, that's what's going to be governing, computing, tracking all of the people. So it's not just crypto that AI is going to run and track, and AI agents and AI wallets. Yeah. It's not just crypto. It's the bioconvergence. That's what you're saying, right?
Exactly. They're all, everything is interlinked, and it has to do with the Internet of Everything, and that includes Internet of Agents, Internet of Things. So then you have a vehicle to everything, and then you have body to body area network, and then you have a whole bunch of other networks, and then it goes into space. So there's different levels of different atmospheres and different levels of space that's also included, part of Internet of Everything. So it's not just land based; it's also terrestrial based, and everything is interlinked. Everything is interlinked. There is literally no escape,
bro. Talk about fucking, yeah, that's crazy. But it's one of those things where everybody's already primed and programmed because of their Apple Watch that has the health monitor on it, and the Fitbit, that was one of the first ones, the wearable, and then now Neuralink, and people are just like, oh, it's bananas.
Yeah, well, you're seeing the news headline of, oh, bank can now custody crypto. Oh, yay! The bank's gonna insure my crypto. Yeah, but people don't understand the bigger thing behind that is that, oh fuck, right? Like the bank now is providing these wallets to people that's going to hold everyone's data. So it's like, oh fuck, it's really going down. And then that's basically how it all starts, is you give everyone a data wallet. Everyone holds all their credentials in that wallet, and then they use their debit card. They incorporate like a tantrum type chip into the debit card, and then boom, and you have a hardware wallet with your debit card. You can trade crypto and stuff. You have foreign exchange and stuff on the app. But the big thing of the whole thing is not the finance portion. The big part is the fact that you're putting everyone's data into a centralized source that's tied to them, from before having your birth certificate or whatever in a safe in your closet or whatever, where no one really knows about it. It's out of the reach of people, right? But now all that information is kind of like, I mean, even though that information is in a database, not that it's not, but the chances of someone getting to it is very, very less, right? But now when you have all your data on a centralized thing that is connected to you, and then you have the 1059A, the tax thing that went out about tracking your addresses, bro, that is complete. Please state that it's complete. And then you have the 10 years of AI surveillance that is all government. So you have government learning and learning off of that stuff for a whole decade. So imagine how smart is going to get in a decade of learning off of everyone's habits, right? So
I believe they're far, far more advanced than they're even coming out in public. I believe that these articles, like what you're showing, are just plausible deniability, because what they're doing is they're bringing it to fruition. So right now, so DTT or DTG goes, you're already on chain. Fuck yeah, we are. But we have been since the inception. They've been listening to us fart and fight and fuck in our houses with smartphones for 30 years.
Exactly.
20 years. It's already done. I agree with you totally. We're totally fucked. We're all marked and everything. But what I'm saying is what's happening now, which is really fucking fucked and scary, is that they're bringing it to the public concourse. They're bringing it to the public to where now they can actually enforce all of this police state shit, because we were born believing that we're free, but now that it's all legal, it's the Patriot Act but on fucking steroids.
Well, it gets even worse in the Patriot Act because you have the Iron Dome, and that was part of the big beautiful bill, was the Iron Dome, right? Was that a lot of the money is going to be going towards that. And some other bullshit was the bill also funds going to Mars. Like, shut the fuck up. We're not going to Mars. We've never been, like, any kind of space mission is a waste of money. And for us to fund it at this point in time when we can't even afford to spend more money, to spend money on some bullshit expedition like that is retarded, right? Like, that makes absolutely no sense. It's basically them saying,
Iron
like,
Dome is a waste of money. And it's
bro, all of it's a waste of money. It's basically
the borders
saying that
have been wide open for fucking ever, dude. Like,
they're basically enriching themselves, right? And they're taking a loan on our people, on our future, for themselves to live right now, which is really fucked up. But
so we're gonna get rich. It's just we'll live like better slaves than,
bro. There was another report saying about how people in their the boomer generation hold 54% of the wealth of them in America, bro. 54 fucking percent, bro. Our generation, me, you, Buster, everyone on this panel, right? Including you, Steph, including you. Our generation on this panel are the first generation to have less money than the previous generation.
Bro,
can you believe that?
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
What do you mean by even you? Because I'm an old ass hag?
You're not that old. You think you're old, but you're not that old.
But no, it seems black pill. It seems black pill and dystopian. And years ago, I used to yell at Nerdy on the show, "Shut the fuck up! Quit being so black pill." And we all used to kind of give Nerdy a hard time. But to give you a shout out, Nerdy, for sure, you called this shit, and no one's even aware of this shit still.
No,
they're not even. We're too busy worrying about Iran and dumb shit.
On some dumb shit. They're not putting things into perspective.
But they know what they're doing. These fuckers are masters at psychology, and they know what the fuck they're doing. They're implementing all these fucked up rules to where they could police. They could police us even more, like China.
They're magicians.
And then you consider
all under the guise of safety. You know.
And then you consider that most of the internet is dead. Right, like most of the traffic on the internet is streaming. It's people going to certain sites, Google, Facebook, Instagram, OnlyFans, all these websites. Those are centralized points of data streams, versus the rest of the internet is dead. It's literally fucking dead, bro. And then a lot of the people who are watching certain criteria or certain media are triggered to certain people and certain groups of certain mindsets. So if you really look at what the internet has become a map interests, right? And of people who you can see that, you know, what region that you can brainwash the easiest because of their interests. Like the interest is fucking. If you really think about how much data that they have in their control, it's fucking crazy, bro. They can do anything they want. It's fucking wild. And now they can have your human data, your internal, like your vital data, in a live stream, your vital data, bro, of every single person on the planet.
Yeah, we never had a chance, bro. And it's like people said last show that, like, T-Dog, you know, if that shit happened on day one, we probably may have had like some sort of hope, but
yeah,
you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, all right, 1 hour.
I went on a rant. We should wrap it up.
22 minutes.
Yeah,
we need to work on this
about
in the boardroom tomorrow.
We're
going to continue this talk.
We were going deep, bro. Sorry.
You get a white band, 3 motherfuckers, and 5 AK, golden AK-47. We get in there, bro. We let them know.
Right.
Because all you need is 3 motherfuckers.
That's all you need.
You can take over a country.
Look at nerdy.
Yeah.
That's it, bro.
Yeah. Perfect.
Right?
That's all you need, bro.
But at the end of the day, not to be humdrum, and I'm sure Nerdy's not either. He's just trying to tell you guys, get you primed, get you warned that, like, yeah, they're, you know, and they'll slip it in or they'll figure it out some way to try to. It'll just be a slow boil, like, you know, or frogs in a pot of water. But I mean, we're not dead. We're not dead yet, but whatever. They need slaves. They need. Because, like, if they killed us all, really, would it, like, benefit them? It's like a game. They have to have people to be able to rule over. You know what I mean?
They do, but also understand the population that is dying. We have a much larger, older population than we do younger population.
And ain't nobody having kids either.
And and that's the other factor, is that the younger population doesn't want to have kids. So now, who the fuck do you control? And who do you replace that with? Agents? Agentic agents, humanoids, robotics. Like, what do you replace that with?
Well, it's crazy because you look at the goalpost. You figure, you're like, okay. Now we just discovered that the population is declining and everybody needs to start having kids. Everybody's not just going to automatically willy nilly start having kids. It's fucking generational. Meaning it'll take another 30 years with everything right and good and happy.
No, bro. You're not. Look at the picture.
No, what I'm saying what you're saying.
I know. But in order to have kids, you need money. No one has fucking money. You get what I'm saying? And the wealth gap is so large because 54% of the wealth is held in the boomers' hands, and we are the first generation to have no money. And the new generation who doesn't want to have kids, they're broke as shit, right? Like, we're going into a really, really quick downfall, really quick downstream, to the point that it's a casual, like, it is a national security interest of, you know, like, this needs to be solved. But at the same time, is it interest, or was that the goal the whole time, and then introduce a new population to control that was a plan to begin with? I don't know.
That's why we get crypto and dropshipping and AI, because then our generation will literally take all the money through e-com and crypto and all that, because, you know, the boomer generation do not see it. They don't have most of them, no, I don't want to generalize, but most of them, they don't have the ability to see what's coming. And so we can use tools that are, like, to our advantage to basically get the money through e-com or crypto. And that's for me, that's the generational wealth exchange. It's basically playing them out to get them to buy shit or to put their money here because they thought they saw something that was real, but it was actually AI.
Yeah, bro. Well, I think what's going to happen is what they've been showing on all the Amazon shows is that people are going to be so broke to the point that people are going to live these lavish experiences in a metaverse because it's cheaper to experience it because it's a subscription service rather than paying for that same experience in real life that costs way more.
Do you think the golden age is all bullshit? You think we're actually going to be broke? I think
agree with Duel.
Ellie might be right. I think Ellie might be right where there's UBI, but I also think it's going to be enough for someone to live. But they're also going to be in the metaverse because all they can do is afford fucking, you know, Jack in a Box and their subscription services. with that UBI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Small business, fuck,
Metaverse.
that's gone. What's
You
that?
guys are ready to cook. We're
Yeah,
26
sorry.
minutes overtime. Let's wrap it up. Come back tomorrow.
Hey,
XRP.
man.
That diesel though, those numbers been going up. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having us, Buster.
Yeah, thank you, Buster, for being patient
Fuck
with
Bluminati Knights, number 15, everyone. Hit like, hit subscribe.
us. Hell
Let's
yeah,
go.
we love you guys. Peace out.
We'll talk about memes next Monday. I promise everybody.
Ooh-wee.
That's right.
Fuck yeah.
Anthony
So we-
Williams, hit me up on X, man. Get your address. I'll send you that. Rub-a-dub.
Dude. Thanks,
One more
everybody.
commercial. 3, 2, 1.